إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أما بعد. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum. Today's khutbah is the continuation of last week's khutbah, fasting in the month of Al-Muharram. The month of Al-Muharram, the first month of the Islamic calendar, or should I say the lunar calendar. Brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, لَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا مِنْ أَنفُسِهِمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done mercy. He has given you a big gift by sending to the believers a prophet amongst them. A prophet amongst you, that's a human being just like you. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send angels or jinns. Because had Allah sent angels, we human beings can never copy the angels. Because they do not see, they do not eat, they don't sleep. How about human beings? All these are attributes of human beings. So Allah sent a human being like you. You know his family's genealogy, you know the time he was given birth to, you know when he died. Everything. That's a big gift. And Allah says beside that, He purifies your iman from shirk, polytheism, and kufr, apostasy, and even bid'ah innovation. All these are, the attempt to purify your faith, your iman. Then he also teaches you Quran and his sunnah. Quran and his sunnah. Al-Kitab, huna al-Quran, wal-Hikmah, al-Sunnah. وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَوْلِ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Although before the Prophet was sent, all humanity were in error. Everything that you cherish, your tradition, if it goes contrary to the Islamic belief, it's called an error. In fact, it's even called Jahiliyyah, pre-Islamic period. So Islam is not against traditions and, but it's against those harmful practices that go against Islamic preaching. Take note. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be more pleased with him, said, Prophet ﷺ said, the best fasting after Ramadan is the fasting you observe in this month Al-Muharram. And the best prayer, the best salah after the compulsory ones is the salah you observe during the night. So these are the best. Your tahajjud is the best nafila prayer. And the fasting you fast in this month is the best nafila salah. That's what the Prophet ﷺ said. This means that you are not only to fast the 9th and the 10th of Al-Muharram, you are also enjoying to fast other days in this month Al-Muharram. Another example is also by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be more pleased with him. He said, one person asked the Prophet ﷺ, which fasting is the best after Ramadan? The Prophet ﷺ naturally says, Sha'rullah alladhi tad'unahu al-Muharram. The month of Allah that you call Al-Muharram. So this addresses in the first hadith. But then Abu Qatada, may Allah be more pleased with him, said, the Prophet ﷺ was asked about fasting on Ashura Day, the 10th of Al-Muharram. The Prophet says, يُكَبِّرُ السَّنَةَ الْمَاضِيَةَ. This will erase all the sins you've done in the previous year. So you see, now this is one of the acts of the verse, fasting on the 10th. That is, if you cannot fast in many days in this month of Al-Muharram, never miss the 10th. The 9th, this is, the evidence for the 9th. Abu Qatfan bin Tariq al-Murri says, I heard the companion of the Prophet Abdullah bin Abbas say, when the Prophet fasted Ashura and asked us to fast Ashura, the companions said to the Prophet, "O Prophet, Messenger of Allah, this is the day that the Jews and the Christians, river, they also fast." The Prophet says, وَإِذَا كَانَ الْعَامُ الْمُقْبِلِ إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ سُنَّ الْيَوْمَ التَّاسِعَ. The next year, inshallah, we're going to fast the 9th. But then the Prophet never reached the time to fast the 9th. But he has said it. So that's what scholars say. It's recommended that we fast the 9th and then the 10th day of Al-Muharram. The second part of the khutbah is discussing on, some of the innovations of this month. Last week we mentioned some of them. Now we're going to mention another that's very common. But before then, let's remind ourselves that Allah says, whatever the Prophet brings, hold that firmly. And whatever he asks you to keep away from it. Now listen. Al-Aqbab bin Sariya, Allah be pleased with him, said, the Prophet gave us a very strong admonition. Strong word that most of us were shaken, and we even shed tears. Then we said, "Oh Prophet, as if you are saying by to us this very strong admonition. Now advise us." The Prophet says, "Now I will advise you to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Usikum bi taqwa Allah azza wa jalla. And then listen and obey your leaders. Listen and obey your leaders." The Prophet didn't say your Muslim leaders. He said your leaders. Because the disobedience to, constituted authorities will lead to bloodshed. Disobedience will always result in bloodshed. And Islam abhors that. Islam is against bloodshed. So that's why the Prophet says, obey your leaders. Listen and obey them. As long as, their directives will not go against Allah's injunction. Then he said, even if the ruler or the leader is a black servant, a black man, and then he's a slave to somebody, but as long as he is now a leader, you must obey him. Then he said, hold strongly to my sunnah and the sunnah of my Khulafa Rashidin that will come after me. Hold on to that very firmly, even if it means using your molars to hold strongly. Then stop from, new innovations in deen. Into deen, not in your daily life, but in deen, in this religion. Do not innovate. Do not bring new things that were not known during the time of the Prophet and his Sahaba. Because every new thing brought into the deen is called bid'ah. And every bid'ah leads astray. So you can see every bid'ah will lead somebody to hellfire. So for fear of being led to hellfire, the Prophet has advised us to keep away from innovation. Now, the common one in big cities like Abuja is al-ihtifal bi'eid bidat as-sanah al-hijri. Having, a gathering or a celebration, to mark the new Islamic calendar. We do that here. We organize, lectures We organize, other things to indicate or to mark the new Islamic calendar. These are innovations. In fact, they are copying the non-believers as they do their countdown. If January is about to come, they count down. You see, in fact, if even Muslims take their spouses and children to parks, gardens, where you do your countdown. Midnight, which is very unfortunate. We are Muslims. We are to be copied, not that we copy others or we join them to celebrate their innovations. So scholars, advise us to keep away from celebrating, this new Islamic calendar. There had been Islamic calendar before us, and the companions of the Prophet never gathered in one place or to celebrate or even send messages. You see, we've discussed, before Ramadan that some would say, the Prophet said, whoever, first, inform his brothers, Muslims about the Ramadan, will never enter into hellfire. The same, lies when they said, whenever you inform your brothers, Muslims, in the beginning of Hijjah, you never enter into fire. Now you're going to see same hadith that, some would say the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever you inform your brothers Muslims about the new year, new Islamic calendar, you never enter into. All these are for our part. All these are lies. The Prophet ﷺ and his companions never celebrated any new Islamic calendar. It has never been done, and it will never become part of Islam. So do not, fall into the prey of shaitan, sending messages and well wishes. Yes, we always send well wishes to ourselves. Prophet ﷺ said, whoever copies other than us is not part of us. So if you copy the non-Muslims the way they celebrate their New Year, now we want to also copy them and celebrate our New Year. That's copying other than us. They is not part of us. Prophet ﷺ did not stand on this. He did not approve of you celebrating New Year, Islamic calendar. And he said, when Tashafah beqawmin or women, whoever resembles other people than us will be raised on the day of judgment with those people. You want to be raised on the day of judgment with Muslims or with non-Muslims? We have two Eid. Prophet ﷺ said, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr al-Adha. The Eid after Ramadan and then the Eid Ulayya. These are the official, 8 days in Islam. There's one hadith that says Al-Jum'ah, Friday, is also the Eid of the week. So these are the only Eid known in Islam. Celebrating other days besides this are all innovation. May Allah help us.
وكيف الحال يا تلميذ جميع الحال في النعم.
جزاك الله أستاذي بدار الخلد ذا القمم.
بها أنهار من لبن وخمر ما لها سقم.